Follow me on Twitter, you cowards. Link in description.
Quick disclaimer before this video, keep in mind I do mention 2 creators in this video. I am not affiliated with them at all, I don't know them, and please, I mention them here for academic purposes exclusively. Do not harass them, do not use them to spread drama. I'm sure they would not enjoy that, and I would feel very bad if that happened. So please keep that in mind and enjoy the video. The BBC has been having issues with copyright and Doctor Who recently. If you haven't been clued in, the past few weeks people have been coming forward with very recent examples of the BBC taking down fair use content from YouTube. So, today I'm going to be talking about fair use, the situation in the fandom, as well as on YouTube and with the BBC. Keep in mind, I'll be talking a bit about copyright law, and just keep in mind that while I do my research for these videos, I'm not a lawyer. Okay, so what's fair use? Fair use is a legal concept that states that it's okay to use copyrighted material in certain contexts. You see, the whole point of copyright in the first place is to make sure that the artists behind works get the revenue from said works. When you use copyrighted material in a way that doesn't impede on that revenue, that's what fair use is. So for example, if you make a video reviewing a movie that includes images or clips from that movie, it's most likely fair use because no one is going to watch that review and see it as a replacement for watching the movie, depriving the copyright holders of the movie from the revenue they would make from that person buying the movie. It's transformative. Now, there are some review channels on YouTube that basically summarize the plot and use so many long clips that you basically have the idea of the movie just by watching the review, so that might not be fair use. Commentary videos, parodies, all of these things generally fall under fair use. Things like fan edits might be fair use or might not. In the US at least, fair use is defined by multiple factors, and one of those is how much of the product is made up of copyrighted material. Because most fan edits are 100% copyrighted material, it's a bit of a gray area legally whether or not it's fair use. Recently, there's been a string of BBC taking down fair use YouTube videos. For those that don't know, the way copyright on YouTube works is that if a company thinks a video is infringing on copyright, they submit a claim and they can choose to take the video down, take all of the video's ad revenue, or share the revenue with the creator. Generally, they'll take the revenue, though sometimes they'll take it down. It really depends on the company. Either way, for legal purposes, YouTube doesn't get involved with these themselves. If you make a video that gets a claim against it, when you submit a counterclaim saying your video is fair use, what you're doing is basically telling the company that submitted the claim that your video is fair use, and then they're supposed to review your claim and decide whether or not your video actually is fair use. Obviously, this is a very flawed system because it gives the companies literally all the power. It incentivizes companies to just claim videos, and if the claims are counterclaimed, to just deny the counterclaim. It's so easy for companies to abuse the system and take money from creators. But that's not what this video is about. Let me get back on track. Recently, Josh Snares made a video basically just talking about his favorite Third Doctor stories, and it was claimed by the BBC. Firstly, let's talk about why this video is fair use. It by no means replaces the stories he's talking about. He's literally promoting these stories, talking about how good they are, and basically sending people to buy these stories from the BBC. So clearly he's not taking money away from the BBC, and therefore the video is fair use. The main problem is that it was manually claimed. Here's what that means. YouTube has a tool called Copyright Claim ID, where basically companies can put their content into YouTube's databases and they automatically find and claim any YouTube video that has more than a set amount of copyrighted material. YouTubers have found ways around Copyright Claim ID, many using it so that their fair use videos aren't automatically flagged unjustly. Some of these workarounds are using very brief clips, flipping clips horizontally, putting filters over it, making sure it doesn't take up the full frame, etc. Josh did multiple of these things. All clips were shown on an old TV set on screen, so the video wasn't automatically claimed. Most big companies hire people to find videos that pass through Copy Claim ID, even though they aren't fair use, and manually claim them. This is fine. However, someone from the BBC actually manually claimed Josh's video, meaning they watched the fair use video and decided to claim it anyway. On top of that, when Josh counterclaimed, saying the video was fair use, the BBC said that fair use isn't the same in the UK as it is in the US to justify their claims. However, no matter what country you're in, YouTube operates under US law because it's a US-based company. For example, no matter where you are in the world, when you make a YouTube video, you have to tell YouTube that your video isn't for kids in order to comply with COPPA, a US law. Because of YouTube's broken copyright system, he decided to give up and take the video down. Understandably. This video isn't just about Josh Snares though. There are plenty of other examples both in and out of Doctor Who that are also notable, but this video isn't mainly about fair use YouTube videos. I'm also talking about fan films, fan audios, fan art, and other fan productions. First things first, what is the legality of fan films and other similar things? Well, put simply, they're illegal. Though they're not illegal in the way, for example, posting clips on YouTube is illegal. Let me explain. If I posted clips of Doctor Who on YouTube, that would be illegal and the BBC would gladly use their rights as copyright holders to take those clips down, because I'm preventing them from making money off of that clip. If someone wants to watch a clip, they, at least in theory, should either buy the episode the clip is a part of, or watch that clip online somewhere the BBC makes money off of it, like the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. So if they can watch that clip through me instead, they aren't watching it through the BBC, and that means I'm taking money away from them. Fan films are different. By watching a fan film, you're not replacing copyrighted material of the BBC's. Fan films don't prevent the BBC from getting money. The only real argument for that is when fan films use copyrighted music and things like that. But either way, companies generally don't take down fan films because they're mostly harmless. As long as you're clear that it's a fan production and not official, they'll usually leave you alone. While the BBC has the right to take down fan films because they have the rights to the Doctor Who characters and fans don't have the rights to use those characters and make money off of them, it's usually just not a big deal. Recently, the Pharaoh's Features Doctor Who Audio Dark Dimension, an audio drama adapting the cancelled Doctor Who movie of the same name, was taken down after the creator received a letter from the BBC asking for it to be taken down for copyright reasons. That same creator is currently working on a separate series of fan audios called Doctor Who Fast Returns, and apparently the BBC is also inquiring about that series. The optimistic view of this is not that they're against fan films in general, but that they're cautious about fan films involving BBC scripts. Remember, Dark Dimension is an adaptation of a BBC script, an unproduced script, but a script nonetheless. And in the future, if the BBC repurposed the Dark Dimension script into a book or audio story or something like that, that fan film could act as a replacement for that. Does that mean the BBC has a Dark Dimension adaptation in the works? Maybe. Or maybe they're after this stuff for damage control for the future. And it's speculated that they were just worried about the fan audios because they thought that maybe they were also adaptations of scripts and just asked about that. But also, there have been many people claiming the BBC has recently reached out to them and asked them to take down their fan projects. And obviously, people are upset about this. This fan stuff is harmless. If anything, it promotes the show. And that's what people are really upset about. Doctor Who feels like it's in a dark era right now. We went from the golden age of the Russell T Davies era, where we had 14 episodes of Doctor Who a year, 2 spin-off shows, and there were constantly new toys and advertising for the series, to now where we get 10 to 11 episodes every 18 months, no spin-offs, very few toys, and almost no advertising. It sucks. It's definitely for another video, but right now it really feels like the BBC doesn't deserve Doctor Who. It could be as big as Marvel or Star Wars, but no. Anyway, when the BBC gives the impression to its fans that it doesn't care about Doctor Who, and then actively takes down fan films, fan audios, and other materials made by the fans to keep the show alive during hiatus and help advertise it, it is really discouraging. I really hope that one day the BBC will decide that it's worth promoting and that fan productions aren't an attack on the brand, and they're actually the opposite. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for daily videos on the franchises you love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.